Hey everyone, I'm Nate May, composer, educator, and founder of Synthase, and I couldn't be more excited to be presenting to you all my first course and the first course from Synthase, which is Chord Candy. I'm going to take you on a little tour through this course so you can see what's inside. So let's dive in here. This is the page that we get to as soon as we purchase the course. Notice I've created a kind of ulterior version of myself called ET, short for etan. Yeah, I guess the ET is just the etan. But notice I have this little corner of the site that is my own. I can upload my picture. I can make a little cover photo here. We want everyone to feel at home because there's going to be a lot of community participation in this course. So if I go back to this page, I can see all of the lessons and all the modules in this course. So notice there are 14 modules. Most of those are chords. And there are 99 lessons. So those are all videos, they're opportunities for interaction, they're quizzes, and some text, and they're all within this course. I'm going to unfold these and kind of show you some of them. I've got practice sets, which are opportunities to practice your skills of identifying these chords. So this course is all about learning to hear chords and use them, and it uses a visual tool I developed called the keyring, which we'll take a look at as we get inside. So first I just want to show you the structure of the course. We have an introduction, which is a chance to get to know people, get to know the course, and also to kind of brush up on your concepts and terms. I made videos for each of these terms. I made a whole video for the overtone series. I show you how to use the keyring, which is that visual tool I developed. We talk about all the chord types, all the chord motions, and then how you have an opportunity to ask questions. Then we go through the power chord. Most of the chords are set up in the same way. Actually, all of the chords are set up in the same way, where the first lesson is a video, and that's going to introduce you to the chord. So notice I clicked on it. I'm now inside the course, and I have a screen like this where I can watch the video. I'm just going to go back though so that we can see that view in a little bit. So there's an intro to it, and then I go through different types of ways that the chord can be used. And then at the end, we have an opportunity for questions and discussion, which looks like this. So that's right now there's nothing in it because the course hasn't launched yet, but this will be the opportunity for everyone to ask questions and then to share your work. So this is where you will upload your little songs and improvisations. And each of the chords is structured like that. So we've got an intro, which tells you how to build the chord, the general uses for it, goes through, and then it goes through a bunch of different uses, and then questions and discussion, and then you share your work. So let's just dive into the introduction and look at how to use this course, because it gives you a sense of the whole kind of process of this. So I've got lots of tips in here for you, but in general, there are three things that we're doing. We're going through modules, and we're watching the videos and learning the excerpts. So I've got lots of excerpts in here of songs, and I've also got links to the originals of the songs, which I'll show you. And then at the end of each of the module, each module is a chord. You record a little song or improvisation exploring the chord you learned. So this is for music creators, and it's for you to not just abstractly learn about these chords, but actually put them into practice. And then at the end of each unit, you get to practice your identification skills through these practice sets. So let's jump into. Let's just look at the dominant seventh chord here. So I'm on the sidebar to navigate around if I want. I can also go up here and maximize to kind of get rid of the distractions. And I'm pretty excited about this. I can put the whole thing in dark mode, which really helps you kind of can help you focus, and it is especially good for the videos, which we'll see in just a second. So each chord has a little home page, and the home page has the shape as it will appear on the key ring. And then it shows you the diatonic chords. So in major, there's only one dominant seventh chord, which is on the 5. And in minor, there's only one dominant 7 chord, which is on the 7. Here in this tab, you'll see all of the different progressions that I talk about. So there are a bunch, I think 30-ish of these progressions that I go over throughout the course, just little common chord progressions that you'll hear in lots of different types of music. And then I play you examples of each of those. And in order to hear those examples, I don't want you to just hear me playing them. So I've made Spotify playlists for each chord that link to all of these songs, the original versions of all of these songs. So you can throw on this playlist while you're driving, while you're walking. It's like it's actually good music in here. And I mean, there's some like kind of silly stuff too, but it can actually be a way to be enjoying and listening to music, and also keeping track of these chord progressions that you're learning as they go by. So now we're getting into the content. And so now if I start with this dominant 7th, I will see this video here, and this now is going to just give you a little intro, how to build it, etc. Show you that you can hear it in the overtone series. And then I can mark this as complete, and it will take me to the next lesson, and it'll show my progress within this module. So most of the lessons are going to be like this, and once we start getting into talking about the songs, now that Spotify playlist shows up embedded down here, and I can go ahead and play them as I hear them. And then when I get to the end of the module, I have this section where I can write my questions. I can share the work that I made in response to this chord, and get other people to listen to it as well. And then if I go back to the course here, you can see that at the end of each unit, there is a chance to review and practice. So if I click on that, I see all of the progressions we talked about in the unit. There are 2 units, all of the examples, and then there's an opportunity to do some little quizzes or exercises rather. And these I'm really excited about because I made them in a way that's musical. It's not just taking these things completely out of context. It's giving you these little snippets of chord progressions as you might hear them in a real song, and it's letting you identify them. So I can just play that here, give you the key first. You might not be able to hear this very well, but that's something I might have heard in an actual song, and I recognized it as this 5 augmented 5 to 1. I'm going to check my work, and I got it right, so I can keep going. And then at the end, it'll tell me how I did, and it'll even give me some suggestions for how I can review and improve. There are no time limits on these quizzes, and you can take them as many times as you want. So this is really just an opportunity for you to do what you need to kind of maximize your improvement. I also want to point out that most of these lessons I'm playing piano, and you're seeing this key ring tool visualization. But in some of them, I also get into a little bit of guitar examples. So here is the suspended or the sus chord, and if I go to, I think it's this lesson. Yeah, so this is a demonstration on guitar. So I play some guitar, and there are certain examples that I think it's really helpful to see on guitar because they are often related to how the guitar is tuned and constructed. And so it's really, the course is great for people who play any instrument that can play chords. It's especially good for keyboardists because you'll be able to see me playing all of this stuff but guitarists are going to get a lot out of it as well. It's especially good for music creators, beat makers, producers, songwriters, composers, arrangers, improvisers. This is geared toward creative musicians who want to take their use of chords to the next level and, not just kind of know how to play a few, but know how to really comfortably work them into your own music in your own style. So I really hope you'll check it out, Chord Candy, and thanks for watching.